Hey, what is up, guys? What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Mitch, and I make videos about pretty much anything about credit. So whether it's credit repair, credit cards, anything that falls under the category credit, please feel free to ask me. I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to this subject. I've been in this, in this niche for about almost 10 years. So yeah. So and then again, guys, for those asking, because I've been getting a lot of DMs asking me how old I am. I am 30 years old, okay? I am not 18, I am not 16, I am not 17, I am 30 fucking years old. So sorry about that, I just needed to put that out there. So in today's video, I'm going to be speaking and showing you guys how is it that even if you have good credit and you pay your bills on time, how is it that having a high credit utilization, how it affects your credit score, and I'm going to show you guys right now. Alright guys, so I'm using this software, and this is a software that I purchased. I don't expect you guys to purchase, but I'm going to show you guys an in-depth demonstration of how this works. So for example, let me delete all these, okay? And let's just say, because when I try to explain people, why is it that you should keep applying for credit cards? Why is it that you want a higher credit utilization? How is it that FICO score looks at the overall picture, not just one credit card? So this is why I'm a visual learner, so I hope you guys can appreciate this. I'm going to be showing you guys, just so you guys because maybe if you guys are able to see how exactly what I'm talking about, you guys will be able to be like, oh, okay, that's what he means. So a lot of us probably don't have $5,000 credit lines. So I'm gonna give you guys two scenarios of like having high credit card utilization and having just low, your average Joe who's just starting. So for those of you guys that are just starting or have low credit limits, this part is for you guys. So let's say, for example, you have a Visa gift card, right? And let's say they say that the Visa gift card, it tells you, okay, you're allowed to spend the maximum of $500, right? So if you guys can see right now, you haven't spent nothing on that credit card. But let's say, for example, you go and you pay your phone bill and it's like $300, right? Now your credit utilization is going to be at 60%. Again, guys, if you guys have watched my previous video, the golden number for you to keep your credit score low, and the two things that I focus on is always paying your credit cards in full and keeping your credit utilization under 7, and that'll get you approved for any credit card anytime that you want. Because again, guys, the FICO algorithm punishes you for going over a 10%. But my golden number, and from my experience of over the years, it's 7%. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. If I do, please feel free to DM me on Instagram and I'll break it down a little bit better. But let's now this is a perfect example why this is why you should have other credit cards. So like, let's say you have let me change this MasterCard. No, let me change this to MasterCard. So let's say you have a MasterCard and that one is at 0, but let's say your limit is also 500, right? Let me do this, okay? So now did you see how I went from 60% to now 30% credit utilization? Why? Because overall it looks at the big picture. It looks at like, it doesn't look at just one credit card that you're almost maxed out. It looks at how much you have available credit. So again, let me make another example for you guys. So now let's say, for example, you have another credit card and that one is another $500, right? See how your credit utilization keeps getting lower? Because again, guys, overall, the FICO algorithm looks at your overall credit utilization, not just one credit card. But let's say, for example, you have this card almost maxed out, right? Let's say you owe $400 on that one, and let's say you owe $200 on this one, right? Not 200. Now you're again back up at 60%. Because again, guys, I hope I'm not making this confusing. I hope that I'm making this video to hopefully make it easier. But if I'm making it more difficult, I apologize for that. But I'm just trying to give you a scenario. And for example, if you ever hear me speak about like getting yourself added to an authorized user, like from somebody who has low credit utilization and someone who has good credit history, this method can work perfectly for you if you're trying to increase your credit score in a short period of time. So for example, let's say your grandma, your mom, or whatever, they have a credit card that's like $2,000, right? But they only owe, again, guys, look at right here, it's 60%, right, utilization. But once you're added to this authorized user account, and let's say they only owe $100 or whatever, see, you went from 60 to 28%. Again, guys, the golden number is 7. Anything below 10%. But again, 28% over 60, you're gonna see a huge increase on your credit score. So now let's say you get added to another authorized user. Let's say this authorized user is $1,000, right? And they actually owe, let's just say $50. You see how it keeps going down? Again, big picture overall. So let's say for example, just hypothetically speaking, you're like, hey Mitch, can you add me to one of your authorized can you add me as an authorized user in one of your credit cards? I'll be like, sure. Let's say for example, I have credit cards, at $5,000. Look at what's gonna happen to that 23%, guys. You're gonna go down to 11%. So this is why I always tell you, like, get added to an authorized user and you'll see an increase on your credit score like that, because it's gonna calculate your overall credit utilization, not how much you owe. But okay, guys, I hope I hope that I'm able to make this simple for you guys for you to understand. So let me just wipe this off. And do a scenario for other individuals who have high credit utilization or high credit limits like myself. And let's delete all this. Okay, so let's say for example you have one credit card that's $5,000, right? No, let's just go $3,000. All right, and let's say that you owe like $2,900, right? Your credit utilization is at 96%. That's ridiculously. FICO is gonna penalize you and it's gonna drive your score way, way, way down. Doesn't matter if you always made on-time payments. Doesn't matter if you've been having this credit card for years. Again, once you understand the FICO algorithm and the puzzle, and again, guys, I made a video on how to get an 800 credit score. It's very simple. I think I simplified it as best as I possibly can. Feel free to go watch that. So, for example, let's say I have this one credit card and I'm almost maxed out. But let's say I have other credit cards that are $3,000, and then I have another credit card that's like $5,000. And then have another credit card that's $4,000 of available credit limit. And let's say I have another one that's worth $2,000, because I have a lot of credit cards. So I can honestly almost max out this credit card, but because I have other credit cards that I don't use and I have them at zero, it's still gonna keep my credit score pretty low, because I'm now, instead of being 96% of credit utilization, I'm only 17. And if I add another, and I'm pretty sure I do, but let's say you add another $4,000, you just keep dropping. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends. If you know how to I don't want to say mimic, but if you're able to manipulate the system, which you can have your credit score be whatever the heck you want it to be. So see, if I just change the number, let's say, and I have credit cards of $10,000. See, now I'm at that 10%. So if I'm gonna go apply for a credit card and I want to get approved, I'm going to want to make sure that this is under 10%. So let me just do 12,000. Boom, 10%. I'm going to apply for any credit card, because again, FICO is only going to look at my overall credit utilization, not just focus on that one card. So again, guys, I really hope that I made this very simple for you guys to understand. Again, if I didn't, please feel free to DM me. Honestly, I'm just trying to get everybody to have a great credit score and just be educated, because as many of you guys know, our education system sucks, and this is a subject that should be taught in school, and it isn't. I'm not even going to go all crazy on that, because I can talk about how much I hate the school system for not teaching us about this subject, because it's very important. Because once you're 18, my mom always told me since I was young, and I'm going to say this in Spanish, she was like, si no tienes crédito, no eres nadie. And pretty much what that translates to is like, if you don't have good credit, you ain't nobody. And it's so true, because if you have a shitty ass credit score, banks they're just assholes to you. But hey, if you walk in there and you have a 720 plus credit score, these people will love your business. They'll treat you right. They'll offer you water, etc., etc. So again, guys, I hope I didn't go off on a tangent, and I hope you guys learned something new. I hope this video was able to explain to you guys why I'm always saying to anybody or to you, keep applying for credit cards, because you want to increase your overall credit limit. And so yeah, I hope you guys learned something new. Please give me a thumbs up or even a thumbs down. I heard that even if you put a thumbs down, it actually helps me. So if you guys want to be a hater, please give me a thumbs up. I don't care, it still helps me. So I hope you guys learned something new. Again, guys, if you guys want to reach out to me, please reach out to me here on YouTube. But I'm more active on Instagram, because that's where I'm always keeping in contact with my clients. So till next time, guys, take care.